Welcome to part 2 of Thursday's video where I showed you my smalls hoard and we flipped as many items as possible. Today we're going to finish that up, getting my items ready for my retail booth and my website. If you're new around here, make sure you check out my website, upcycledbybri.com. I will be bringing a ton of new things to it very soon. You can also find me on social media and give me a follow over there as well. All right, let's go get some stuff done. So I feel like this is actually worse than it was on Thursday. But I love junk, so it's fine. I told you guys I would show you the finished product, so I'm organizing everything out, leaving what I need upstairs, and then everything I'm not going to need soon, I'll take down to the garage. All right, now we are making some progress. We're about to get to today's projects, but real quick, I wanted to show you how I store my smalls. I sort them out by boxes, so I have a box of wooden items, a box of, hey Chad, a box of metal items, a box of lamps. You get the idea. Okay, y'all, I totally have spring fever. As I was organizing and looking at the books, I knew I wanted to do something with this pile, probably just these three, for spring. And I started realizing how beautiful some of these little faux succulents are next to them. So then the wheels started turning, and I will show you what I've come up with. Of course, be careful during this next step, but I am taking my razor knife and cutting through the cover of the book and through several of the book pages as well to make a nice little area for the succulents to sit inside. Using a pencil, I'm just tracing inside the hole so I know where to start cutting on the pages. And again, using the razor knife, I will very carefully start cutting through these pages, and I'll remove them a few at a time. You know I'll be saving these little pages, right? I'm going to stack these two together, so I only need to cut a hole here in one. This one had a sticker on it, so I'm just going to use my razor scraper. We'll get that off. Whenever I have sticky residue left, I just use a little bit of lemon oil, and it will take that stickiness right off for you. Voila. Same process on the green book, just cutting the pages out and making the little space for my succulents. Time to glue these books up. I am sorry if you're a book lover and this hurts your heart, but for this project, I need them to stay closed. After I had them glued, I set them under heavy objects for about 30 minutes and let them dry. I've grabbed my DIY Apothecary. I'm going to go ahead and cover up the spines of these books because I don't want the words showing. And fortunately, these colors are going to be just about perfect. For this book, I am going to use Monet's Garden, nice, deep, rich green. On the spine of the blue book, I'll be using Blue Iris. I need to deepen up the Blue Iris and Monet's Garden, so I'll be using some dark wax, which you can find on my website, upcycledbybri.com, link in the description. So I'll start off with the clear wax. That will make sure that the paint is sealed in well and will also help me be able to control the black wax better. And since I just dried the paint with a heat gun, this wax is melting right on in there. And you can tell already that color is matching better. Now I have grabbed actually my DIY dark wax. It's a brown color. I'm going to apply it over the clear wax, and we are going to give this paint a little bit of an aged effect. And let's add some white wax on top of our Apothecary, because why not? Y'all saw how great that combination is last week. If you missed it, check this link above for that video. Here's a peek after the wax. I think it has totally aged the spines of the books, and they blend a lot better now. Do you agree? I'll use the same glue and the same process to glue the smaller green book on top of the bigger green book. I got these adorable little furry succulents at my local Dillon's, or Kroger, as some of you may know it as. And I know I'm going to use a few of those, but let's... And then I know I also want a little movement through these, so I'll probably grab down a few of these. And now is the fun part when we get to start designing. Y'all know I love my floral arrangements. One of the succulents I chose, you can see at the top left, it's got a longer stem, so I'm just making a little hole here with my X-Acto knife. That way the stem can sit down into the book a little and it's not so top heavy. I'm using a few of these eucalyptus sprigs as well. Again, just a little more movement and height through the piece. So here we will just start assembling using a combination of our hot glue and some permanent glue to get all of the floral into place. Super cute so far. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of the purple just to give it a little bit of a pop. Can you imagine all of the different beautiful arrangements you could make? Let your imagination go wild and see what you come up with. And let's take a look here at the final product. I am so excited about these books. I am just loving the way they came out. Moving on to project number 2, I grabbed some keys from that recent free haul that I had. Let's go use them. I'll show you what I do. If you watched my Valentine's Day wreath video, I took you to my glass collection, which was getting a little out of control. So I pulled a few things that I knew I could part with. I decided to go with the blue twine. And you guys, you could do so many different variations of this. You just have to get creative and use your imagination. Got a little bit of dark wax here. I just don't like how clean this looks in comparison to everything else. So I'm just going to run a little dark wax over it. I pulled a few of these real lavender sprigs out of my floral stash. I can link them again down below in the description box. I get them off of Amazon. And I'm gonna stick just a few in each bottle here. I grabbed the jute rope for these amber bottles, And then also a few olive picks, and I get these olive picks at Walmart actually. They are $3 for the long stems, and I love how realistic they are. This real lavender does crumble a bit if you're not careful, so I just took those extra pieces and filled up the little empty glass jar. It will make your room smell amazing. So remember, take a look at what others might consider junk or trash. See what you can dream up and get creative. Please send me any pictures of jars that you recreate using some of these ideas. Last project for today is going to be a personal project. I'm going to use these silver plated spoons and make some adorable garden markers for my herbs. As much as I love faux plants, I totally have a green thumb. I grow a garden each year, and then I always have fresh herbs up on my porch for spring. The last garden markers I made were out of wood and paint, and they have faded, so I thought it was time to give my own little garden an upgrade. I'm going to use some beadboard on the spoons and just cover some of the surface area right here in the middle. And of course, I'm using my DIY paint, which sticks to anything, so it's sticking to these spoons, no problem. Using my heat gun here just to dry the paint a little bit faster. Of course, be careful, that metal is going to get hot. All right, let's take 1 second to appreciate this kit. I found it by the side of the road in a beautiful pile of junk. And this was one thing that I kept. Look at these vintage bottles. It was hardly used. So I don't know, we're gonna see if any of these colors are still good. They feel like it, and we'll find out. And yes, I realized that I hung my towel holder upside down, but it's fine. We're gonna deal with that another day. This is the first time in a very long time that I've messed around with any oil colors, and I tell you what, I forgot how fun it is and totally therapeutic, so I'm gonna have to mess with these some more here in the near future. Now I am hand painting on the images of my favorite herbs. Do you guys grow a garden or even little porch plants in the summer? What are some of your favorite things to grow? Leave me a comment below. How stinking cute are these, you guys? Oh my goodness, I'm in love. I did run down to the garage. They got a few coats of matte clear enamel. I will insert a picture of that right here. I have some really pretty planter boxes. I will have my herbs in this spring, and I will bring you guys outside with me and show you my garden. Don't you worry. But here is a look at all of today's projects. Totally unique. I really love the way everything came out. What do you think? Drop me a comment below. Which one is your favorite? I had a ton of fun doing today's video, and I hope you had fun watching it and are totally inspired to go get some things done. I just wanted to take a second to say thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed, liked, commented, shared. It means so much to me, and I could have never imagined my channel growing this fast. So leave me a comment below of what your favorite kind of videos are. I want to make sure I'm bringing you the content that you like. And I was also thinking about doing a Q&A very soon, just so you guys could get to know a little bit more about me. So if you have any questions for me, leave those in the comments below too. I'll read through them and I'll bring you a Q&A video here in just a couple of weeks. Now, don't forget, Thursday I've got a super special video with a highly requested tutorial. So make sure you're subscribed, notifications are on, and I will see you then. Bye, friends.